your teenager heads back to the classroom with some savings stashed away from that summer job, we have some important information for you both from the tax man. CPA Charlie Hyde, you're not the tax man. From Gilmore,
No.
Jason Mahler is here. This is always confusing. Do kids actually owe tax on the money that they made with that summer job?
You know, it's an interesting question, and we get it all the time from the parents asking that about their kids. So when you think about it, $400 is a number everybody needs to remember, and that is for the kids that are mowing lawns, maybe babysitting. So they're working for you or I. We're not going to be submitting any information to the IRS on what we paid them. But technically, from the legal standpoint, $400 is that threshold you need to be aware of. And once you hit that 400, then you would owe self-employment tax, which is basically Medicare, Social Security. And so that's the number that is really important when you're just working those side jobs and somebody's paying you in cash.
What about kids who maybe actually work at an actual business, you know, the ice cream parlor, something like that?
Yep. So they're more than likely our employees. So that business has put them on their payroll. They've had them fill out a W-4, and they're having taxes withheld. So the key there is they can earn up to $12,550 but once you exceed that, you should be filing a tax return. Now, people below that, and I get this question a lot, the kids, there's withholding out there, but they technically wouldn't have to file because they haven't hit that $12,550 mark.
Okay.
They should file, and the reason I say that is their deduction, their standard deduction is going to be their earned income plus $350. So they'll get their withholding back. If they never file, they won't get their withholding back.
So it would make sense for them to just go ahead and do that.
Yep.
Now, I feel like parents out there are going to be like, well, can't I just tack it onto mine? Like, can I, you know, they're my dependent, you know, can't I just put it on my tax return? I'm guessing that doesn't work that way.
Now, not when it comes to earned income. So it's the money they're earning from a job. No, you can't do that. Now, if they don't have a job and all they have is some investment income, yes, there's an option you can make to include investment income in your return so they don't have to file. There's no such thing for earned income.
So for the kids, though, who, you know, let's say they did have those under the table, if you will, like jobs, you know, the babysitting jobs, mowing the lawn sort of thing, how would they go about filing, you know, a tax return come April or springtime?
Yeah. So in those cases, they just need to track it. I mean, it's up to them to track their income and also their deductions. And then if they exceed those thresholds, they'd want to file a return. And we've talked about this in the past. There's lots of free e-file type options, you know, through the IRS website from third-party providers that they could go out. They wouldn't get charged to file, and it would be a great way for them to, you know, if a W-2 employee get their money back, and if not, it's an easy way to submit your return and pay your taxes.
So do you have any advice, though, for how, you know, the summer's winding down here, kids are going back to school, and now they're looking back at everything they did over the summer. What should they be doing now, and maybe what can they think about for throughout the school year if they're going to continue, you know, these odd jobs, or, you know, next summer?
Yeah, so the big thing is to keep good records. So, you know, if I was, you know, running a job where I was mowing lawns for the summer, and I have specific clients and I know how many I'm doing, I should be tracking when they've paid me. I should also be setting up expenses that I could deduct against that income, such as I have to buy gas for the mower, maybe oil for the mower. Those are all supplies that they could take. Somebody who's babysitting, it would be track your income, but also if I took the kids someplace like to the zoo and I paid for that, hey, that's a deduction you know you're using in your job. Auto miles should be something they should track. The key is track it now while it's fresh in your mind, especially if you're going back to school and this is stuff you did and you're not going to continue to do it. Capture it all while it was still current so you've got it at the end. And hey, parents, this is a great time to, you know, for your kids to start understanding
Sure.
our tax system here in the U.S. And if they have to file a return and they understand how much they're paying in taxes from the money they earned, it's a great way to understand that.
Yeah, great lessons there. Charlie, thank you so much. Getting those lessons as we head back to school this morning.
Thank you.
Yep, take care. Well, up next on Toledo's longest running 9 a.m. show, taking care of our furry friends. The Wood County Sheriff's Office is doing just that in honor of fallen coworkers. How you can help when your day returns.